Welcome to CueSports International Expo, being hosted at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Predator World 10-Ball Championship, presented by CueSports International and sponsored by Predator, the only WPA-sanctioned World Championship to take place on American soil. It's a 128-player field, $226,000, more than $250,000, and $60,000 to the winner. It's all based on invites and WPA rankings. This is George Stayachab bringing you the live action with Mark White.
Well, I'm going to introduce myself by saying Pedove, and that means hello in Finnish.
Ah, Pedove. Because our Finnish contestant is Riku ROMPPANEN versus Kulin Wu, Taiwanese player. Kulin is actually the defending champion of the Alpha Las Vegas Open that was played here last week. He won it last year. Was
last
it the
September?
Year before?
Last September,
yeah,
yeah.
September, yeah. This is a race to 8. It's still double elimination. This is a second round, one-loss side match. Winning this match, they will still have to win 2 more matches after this one to get into the knockout round or the final stage of the 32-player single elimination. At that time, the tournament becomes a race to 10. It is alternate break. No early 10s, no 10s on the break. WPA rules.
So made the 4 in the side on the break. Played a nice 1 ball. A bit of a kiss. Oh, and he's hit that a bit wide now. Watching this guy warm up, George, and he does seem to spring up quite
Riku?
a bit. Yeah.
Riku. He's a 688 Fargo, I believe. Yeah, he's a 688 Fargo. 14-year-old with a 688 Fargo. That's rather accomplished. His opponent is a 794, short of the 800 club. Probably not for very long. I think he'll be in that 800 club pretty quick. Give him some time. He's a high finisher in a lot of the China Opens, Japan Open. He won here in last September. He was also 7th in 2020 when they sent us home after COVID.
He's going to stun this over for a shot on the 5. Just get somewhere near the centre of the table. Oh, he's played it forward, nicely played. If you notice, George, he's one of these players that aims low and then, or aims high and then comes down low on the cue ball.
Does he?
Yeah,
okay.
I just noticed that. Well, I thought he was playing low on it, and then he raised his cue and ran through.
There's been a few players that do that. He was tried just taking some stroke shots during his warm-up. Plays with the Zen cue. Yeah, I got one for you. He plays with the Zen cue as his playing cue. His break cue is the BK Rush by Predator. And his jump cue is a Propel by Q-Tech. He has something for everyone.
So this 6 down the rail. This is day 2, and I can tell you the meeting is taking place now for the Las Vegas Women's Open. They've got their players meeting tonight, and their competition starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. and they are playing the same rules, the 2 races to 10 and the shootouts that we had here, George.
Pro Billiard Series events, yeah. Wu defeated Jesus Atencio, who we just had on the stream this last match. Then he lost to David Alcaide 8-7, Hill, in other words, and finds himself in this second round losers match, or 1-loss side match. Riku, on the other hand, played the Schneider brothers, Michael Schneider, and he lost 8-4, and then he defeats his older brother, Daniel Schneider from Switzerland, both of them, 8-6. So far it's been an all Schneider tournament for Riku.
I was going to say there's a bit of an unfair advantage playing both the Schneider brothers. I thought you meant at once.
Yeah, well, he lost to the younger one and beat the older one.
Fantastic. So this 10 ball then to go 1 up race to 8. And in it goes.
It's an alternate break format.
Yeah, we will have it. And I just hope that Riku can get a rack early on just to settle him down.
Yeah, he missed that one shot there that was pretty much exactly that. I think it was opening game jitters.
Yeah, just he'll calm down. I mean, it's this. Think of it. We've seen seasoned players struggle under these conditions.
Well, we saw one last rack, last match actually, where that went down to Jesus Atencio 8-0. And then we also saw Jason Theron go down from South Africa, go down to Shane Van Boning, 8-0.
Yeah.
And Jason was a 739 Fargo. Hiroyuki Shozaki was a 707. And this arena, the lights here are pretty bright. You have the Predator Arena lights over this table. And they can shine. That 4-ball is headed directly to the side pocket. He's pocketed the 5. Here comes the 7. He's got a bank shot on the 1 if he chooses. You think he'll cut this?
No.
I think
he's going to bank it.
This bank shot and the cue ball goes directly to the right place for the 2, which is towards the 8-ball from where it is. So it'll be going to the right-hand side pocket for position on the 2. And from there to work himself out through this rack for a break and run.
Here we have, excuse me, 13 other matches in progress. So we'll keep you up to date with the goings on the outside tables as we go through this match. Well, he's missed the bank, but he's played it in such a way. Well, maybe he's left a combo on the 10 here. It won't count, of course, but it will come up. But it counts to let you carry on, which is what's important, George.
Yeah, he played that bank shot and he got beautiful shape on the 2-ball, but he hit the bank shot a little short. Short of its mark.
Yeah, not bad position on the 2, was it?
No, it's ball in hand position on the 2. Pretty close.
The bleachers beginning to fill up for this youngster. A glimpse at this young talent. You see, George, watch it every time he jumps up. I just love somebody to tell him just to stay down a little bit longer. Because the tendency is you start coming up a little bit early and then your cue starts to move around.
It could be that uncomfortableness you spoke of. That was a hard word for me to pronounce. Uncomfortableness. I had to make that one up.
Well, he's played ball in hand position as well. Look at that. Great shot from young Riku. And he looks good around the table. See that, George? Lifted up just before he hit it.
He's going to have to be careful with that 8-ball because we are playing all ball fouls. And Michaela Tab on the sidelines watching to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, just what he needs here. A nice run these out, and that will settle him down. And then we've got a match on our hands.
He's got to avoid the 6-ball. I mean the 9-ball to come get in position for the 6.
You always say, George, the first, your first and the
trouble.
last is the hardest one to win. And, well...
It's real tough to win from there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Trying to hold it.
Yeah, hold it for the side.
He's called it in the corner, so he's going to kick this one rail. Now, mustn't get dejected.
Yeah, he's off to a slow start so far. He's missed a ball and then ended up there in position. Nice hit.
Yeah, great hit. Good solid hit. Now give him a bit of love on this. Well, it's come out. Cue ball's gone a little bit close to the
Go ahead. I was just chuckling because when I watched, he shot 6 shots just like this warming up.
Oh, did he?
Didn't miss a one.
Well, this is different though. Yeah, it's always different when you're in a match situation. This is when it matters. Now, can he make it? Yes, George said he made 6 out of 6. Can he make it 7 out of 7? Wow, there you go. The practice has paid off. He struck that absolutely perfectly. Look at this position on the 8. Draw back for the 9 and then the 10 for a 2-0 lead.
That's a nice shot to power it off the rail like that.
Just perfect, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just come off the rail again for the 10. He's looking good, Wu.
He looked real good practicing. And we'll go to a break, I believe, after this. We're back with Riku ROMPPANEN, young Finnish sensation, 14-year-old, to break the balls. He is a newly sponsored Predator player, and yes, he's here with Predator, all the way from Finland. He's lost a cue ball on the break.
That's the. How many times have you seen that today?
Twice. It's twice it's only 2 times I've seen it on the stream table throughout both tournaments. Whoops.
So there's some games going on outside. You mentioned Jason Theron, who was on here earlier. He's taken a 2-1 lead against Billy Thorpe. There's a great match going on between, what a Spanish face-off this is. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is playing Jose Alberto Delgado, and Ruiz is 3-2 up at the moment. Oscar Dominguez in action again. He's 1 up. And Dennis Grabet is 3-0 up. And our old friend Tony Robles is 1 up against Carl Akalu.
Had a fun time commentating the Oscar Dominguez Jose Perica match. That was a lot of fun in the booth with Tony, and what an honor it was to commentate Perica's match. I still want to commentate Efren. I've never commentated one of his matches.
You'll catch him at the Derby City Classic.
Yeah, and I heard, rumor has it, that he'll be here for the U.S. Open one pocket in the next couple weeks. In the next week,
Has
actually.
he overrun this? No, he's okay, I think, maybe. Yeah, he's perfect. So nicely on this 5. Now we saw him play a shot similar to this, stun off the side rail. Is he drawing?
Yes, looks like he is.
And let's see, then comes up George.
That's a pretty shot. You know, when
That's beautiful, wasn't
yeah,
it?
he just kind of came into the rail real nice. Yeah, the cue action looked good there.
We saw a fabulous shot that's being shared around social media at the time by Jesus Atencio earlier. A double jump shot was absolutely fantastic. And one of your friends made a nice little gif out of it.
Yes, he did, and they offered to buy me a air rush. Because I was thinking about, been thinking about making the purchase because I don't jump very often, but that is great equipment to jump with. And they'll be using that little GIF or that shot, that playback from that shot as a commercial for that air rush. I can
It's
guarantee
already
you.
done. No editing needed. Just get rid of all the stupid voices behind it, George, and they've got their advertisement.
That was my voice.
And mine.
You weren't in it. It was Tony Robles and myself that did. Oh, that's right. You were with me. I'm sorry. I'm going crazy.
You've been here too long, George.
I need one of those, one of our sponsors' beer, Medalla Premium Light. Boy, I'll tell you, on the commercial, that looks so thirst-quenching. I would love to have one right about now. Maybe we'll get rid of that, my throat.
Well, why don't we have one after work? I know we can't have that, but we'll go and have one after work.
Sounds good.
What about that?
Works for me. We're going to keep going here, I believe. And it's 3-0.
And it goes.
Wu having an easy time of it. His opponent so far has made 2 mistakes, a missed ball, and he hooked himself on a rather easy positional shot.
I just want to describe to our audience what's going on here at the Riewolf Suites Hotel and Casino here. It's the CSI Expo, and there's over 320 tables, 4 rooms, and in the main arena where we are now, there's 110 7-footers. There's the 14 Predator 9-footers that we're using for this tournament, and of course lots of different tables and carom tables all around the booths. Over 40 vendors here this week, and then in the other room there is the UMB 3-cushion World Cup going on, and 8 brand new, first time ever used, the Predator carom table. And also in another room is the players meeting for the Women's Las Vegas Open, part of the US Pro Billiard Series. That is going on right now, and that starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Right, Wu to break, leading 3-0.
Lots of pool here in Las Vegas, right? All of it available here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. We got vendors. If it's pool related and you can't find it here this week, it doesn't exist.
Absolutely right. And I did forget to mention, it's the largest gathering of CueSports players under one roof ever.
And there is a lot of them because the teams got here. So there's a lot of them. Great place to pick out your favorite player, get a signed autograph. Let's just take a look at this young man's pre-shot routine. Take a look at his stroke on the ball, see how he follows through. What I like, he's got a very quiet tip. Watch this. He's just on the ball. He's aimed and just takes it back and swings. Watching him warm up, I saw a lot of that from him. No big stroke, no big, he just pulls it back and follows through.
He's going to play this with a bit of left-hand spin off the rail. Just a touch to. Yeah, now I like playing this forward down the end. Yeah, exactly. He's changed his mind now. He was gesticulating as if he was going to play it in the side. I think the corner's better, George. Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, a little harder. If he thought he was going to bump that 9-ball, he could have hit it just a little bit harder.
Yeah, just to get away from it.
Yeah. Well, just to get it away from the. So he's not here. This is now a tough shot. I don't care who you are. This is it's 4 times tougher than the shot he would have had if the 9-ball's not there.
Oh, great shot. Great shot, Riku.
Look at this.
Oh, don't go again over a treetop. He's okay this time.
He's in good shape. And actually, he's got a nice angle to come down for the 6. It's a matter of how he wants to come down. I would use inside English and track that cue ball straight at the 9. He went the other way. And the reason I would have used the 9 is with the outside English, you can
go straight.
It's going to. He's not happy.
Oh, he's got a little bit. He's okay. He can get out of there, George. He can spin this out. Run it off the side rail in between the. Leave himself a shot between the 9 and 10. Oh, he's coming the other way, George. He's drawing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's played it nicely.
This young man in the Alpha Las Vegas Open defeated Skyler Woodward.
Yeah, on a shootout, I remember, yeah. 8-7, yeah.
Sent him to the 1-loss side. Skyler came back. He made this little young man shot very, very well against Skyler. Because Skyler didn't play bad, I'll tell you. And this kid just played good.
Yeah, I mean, that shows he's not scared of the big opponents. They don't come much bigger than Sky Woodward. He's a hero.
Yeah,
in America.
Yeah. Riku's come to America and he played one of the toughest players we have to offer. Simple as that.
And this is a lovely clearance, and this is going to make him feel much better. It's going to go 3-1. And in it goes, George.
And we'll stay with you folks right through this. We'll get a good view of Michaela Tabb racking the balls with the Predator rack on this Predator table, on this brand new Predator Arcadia Cloth.
I've got a fun fact for you, George.
All righty.
No one knows exactly who, when or where the first billiard table was built. The earliest documented record of a billiard table was made in 1470 in an inventory of the possessions of King Louis VI of France. His table was said to be have contained the following: a bed of stone, a cloth covering, and a hole in the middle of the playing felt into which balls could be driven. There you go, the first ever pool table, and this is the latest pool table. It's the Predator Apex, 9-foot, one-piece slate, breaking off now. Riku ROMPPANEN, he's made a ball in the side. He's got a shot at the 1. Could go 3-2.
And he's got room to make it. It looks like it's awful tight to have to slide it in. Won't be clean.
Do you like my fun pool facts, George?
I do. I think they're entertaining.
Just something a little different to.
Did you know that there was another little table, kind of like almost the size of a pinball machine? It's called Skittle Pool, with a hole in the middle.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
We called it bar billiards.
Okay.
Because all bars used to have them. They used to go against the wall, and you just shot from one end. Yep. Yeah, is that the one?
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah. Little mushrooms it had that dropped into holes as well. Do you remember? Did you ever have that one?
No, the one I had just a couple of different holes, and I think there was one skittle or one little post that you had to avoid. If you knocked it over, it was a penalty.
Okay.
It's been a long time. A friend of mine had it in his house, and I came over and played on it, and it was just it was a fun game.
Well, that's gone wrong.
Meanwhile, Wu says that 7-ball took the fun out of my shot. Now I have a tough shot on the 2s. On this 2-ball.
Still expect him to make it.
Oh, sure. Come over for the 3. Oh, he overcut this by some.
Didn't expect that. So Riku then a chance to reduce the lead to just 1 rack. Our friend Tony Robles has just taken a 3-0 lead now. So he's going well.
Dangerous.
Wow.
Stranger danger. 7-ball was the stranger.
He's got a shot at it, George.
He's got a straight shot on the 3. He's got to get position for the 4. I think he'll just follow to the rail and come back towards the 7 with the cue ball.
Oh, nicely stroked. That was a great shot. So he's beginning to settle down. He's won that first rack. Early jitters have gone. And now he can relax and play his game, just focus.
Left eye dominant, as you can see. His left eye directly over the cue as he aims that one out. Up, out.
Now you're just stopping it here, George, or are you going to go forward?
I stop it for a little forward for the 7 so I can roll down for the 8. Yeah, just
played that nicely.
He didn't have. I don't think he.
I think he's got a little bit, George.
Does
I think
he?
he might just have enough.
Looks pretty straight in.
He can pinch a little bit if need be. Yeah, there you see. Look,
Yeah, he looks.
just force it down a
He
little
did.
bit. Nicely
He
played.
stunned it.
Yeah.
Cheated a little bit. Sure.
Forced
Good
an
job.
angle that wasn't there.
Kept the angle for the 8 to go to the 9. Very important when you're playing position. Makes it a lot easier than having to move the ball and force the ball around the table. Let the natural angle take you to the promised land. Shape on the 9.
Oh,
see how
see that jump
it.
and that jumping up as well again.
And on a slick table, there's no need for that. A little standard shot here for Wu. Just to run it 2 rails for position to the left-hand corner. But the only thing he can do wrong is maybe draw it into the corner, which I doubt because he's not going to be using draw. Or find the other corner up by his left side there.
Yeah, he needs good tip
right
position here. He doesn't want to get too much stun on this. He wants more follow, unless he is drawing it.
I'll follow. I don't know why he would, use that severe.
Oh, what a
follow.
nice shot.
Yeah, it's just
Beautiful.
Like, he got perfect. Well, he
Stroked
ended up
it
with
perfectly.
perfect position there to just roll the ball into place. This is a little tougher because this is where you use that outside English. But these 2 balls, and we'll go to a commercial break to pay the bills and make some of our sponsors happy, like Medalla, Alpha, Coin, Rums of Puerto Rico, Cyberts, billiard supplies. Anything having to do with billiards, you can find it at Cyberts, cyberts.com. And we'll be right back after our 2 minutes. are back at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. This is the Predator World 10-Ball Championship. Ku-Lin Wu to break the balls here, leading 4-1. Race to 8, 10-ball. WPA rules. Let's watch this break. 2-ball goes, he's got that 2-ball going straight to the pocket. That's right behind it. 4-ball slides in. Easy shot, nice shot on the 1. Boy, this is really laid up nice for him. He's got a natural position shot from the 1 to the 3. The 2-ball went down. And from the 3, he just stops it for the 5. Can stop it for the 6. Can stop it for the 7. Move to the 8 and come down for the 9 and the 10. This looks really, as Tony would say, tic-tac-toe. I said tic-tac-toe. He said connect the dots. It left my mind for a little bit. I guess it's getting late for me now.
Talk about getting late. You'd think that young Riku ROMPPANEN should be in bed by now. It's past his bedtime, surely.
It's probably past mine, too. Boy, talk about optimal position. Probably slide over by the 6 to just be clear of it so he can stroke it. No, he just stopped it. He was that straight in. Try to end up, if he can get back to where the cue ball is now, he'll love it. Pretty close. He's got just a slight angle. He might put just a hint of draw on this and slide over to the right of the 7 and shoot the 7 in the side.
I just wonder if he might just run into the 9. But
well,
you don't like bumping balls, do you?
Well, either way, it looks on the screen, it looks like he has more angle than what you just suggested.
Yeah, he's
and that's why I like coming over for the 7 in the side. You just follow a little bit for the 8 when you're there for the 9.
I just like bumping balls.
Yeah, see, I just like it right there. Oh, he went to the corner. Either way, just so he can, just follow up for the 8-ball. Just take the natural angle. Anytime you can take advantage of natural angles like that, it's just much simpler and higher percentage.
Yeah, he didn't like going forwards on that. Had the wrong angle, but what a draw stroke he's played there. Absolutely perfect shot. Fantastic shot, Wu. Beautiful to watch.
He hit that with a Zen cue.
Perfect on the 9-ball. It's going to be 5-1.
Now this is the kind of position I like to play on my out ball.
Let's just take you round the room for the scores. 5-1 here, round the room. Danny Olsen, the new South Dakota kid, is 3-1 up against Stephen Holland from Canada. Bader Alwahadi is 1-0 up against Max Shetner. Tony Robles leads 3-0. Dennis Grabet from Estonia playing against the policeman from Albania, Besar Spahiu. Eklan Kachi's good friend. Dennis 5-1 up in that. John Mora 4-2 up on Alain Roland Rosado. Now I'm looking for this big match. Where is it? Oh, look at this. Oscar Dominguez has taken a 5-0 lead, George.
Over?
With a Mohamed Al-Muhanna.
Huh?
Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is 4-3 up against Jose Alberto Delgado in the all-Spanish affair. So there you go.
Sanchez has his hands full. Jose Alberto plays rather well. They all hang out together. First time I met them all at the same time was at Griff's. They were all there, and they all wanted to play one pocket. Have some one pocket.
So, made a ball, shot on the 1. He didn't make a ball, did he? It was dry.
Riku broke and left that one ball, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, look at this. He opens that up and
what a shot.
comes through there and gets perfect position on this 2-ball.
You could say a little bit of a rub of the green, but it was he went for it, so can't deny him.
Look how nice this lays to go between the 7-8 for the 3 in the corner. Like that?
I prefer it in the side or the corner, to be honest, but he's going your way, I guess.
Well, he's come too far down for the 3. He's going to have to really hold it up with inside English.
Yeah, he's gone between.
Yeah.
Wow, he's gone. Oh, don't go too far. He needs a bump on this. Oh, he's perfect. He's okay.
Now he went all the way around the 8. I thought he'd come right back with. He had some left spin on that. Without any spin, he would have come straight across between the 8 and 7, and ended up about the same place, just a little lower, closer.
Used all the pocket there. It's looking ominous for the young Finn. Finland has produced some great sports people over the years.
Isn't a gentleman player of the decade, Hall of Famer, Mika Immonen from Finland?
Absolutely, and in other sports, great Formula 1 drivers. Mika Häkkinen. Been to Finland a few times.
Have you?
Yeah, it's.
You seem to travel quite a bit, Mark. I haven't heard you say one place you haven't been to.
Oh, I just keep getting thrown out of places, George, so I have to keep moving on. You know how it is.
And I'm going to go have a beer with you after this? You're out of your mind.
Looking in total control.
Coming right over. No, we're going to keep going. We're not going to a break. We're going to stay right with you.
Beautiful cueing there. Perfect position. Totally in control.
And the young ROMPPANEN will be in his chair for a while. Michaela Tarakum with, of course. Folks, take a look at the reflection on the balls when you get a chance. If we get a close-up of them, you can see the Predator arena lights. The long rectangle. And just light up everything real nice. We got 7 of them above this table and lighting up this arena.
Can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to have 2 tournaments running at the same time in this room, and it's going to be fantastic. 64 top women are going to be here battling it out in the 2 races to 10 with the exciting shootout as well.
Wu to break the balls here with a 6-1 lead, racing to 8. 9 ball goes straight for the corner, but the cue ball's head in that direction. And now he has a jump shot.
Do you reckon he'll take this on?
Why he could push.
He's gone for it, I think, hasn't he? Yeah, he's gone for it. He's got the jump stick in his hand.
You know, I was going to say I would just push out down by the 10 ball and see what the young ROMPPANEN has for me.
I think it shows his confidence. I mean, this is quite close, this jump shot.
But he seems to be handy with his cues, so.
Overdid it. He's got behind the 10 anyway. Look at that. That's where he was going to push to, George, wasn't it? Somewhere like that?
Yes.
He heard you. He changed. He's played a push shot with a jump shot.
I wouldn't push behind the 10, though.
No. I think he might just have a little piece of this, actually.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's he's going to jump and play it to the left-hand side. How big is that pocket on the right, on the He's going to play it to the upper right-hand corner pocket. And how big is that pocket on the lower right hand?
Be careful of the scratch, though.
Yes.
Got to watch the scratch. May have changed his mind here. No, just called an extension. Just going to steady himself. Now, come on, Riku. Oh, what a shot. Fantastic, but where's the cue ball gone, George?
Where I said it would. What do you expect? I have to call that one. Ouch. But that just, it just looks so, it just laid so natural for that.
Oh, gutted. Never mind, boy. That was a great
Still
shot.
a great shot.
Just unlucky.
Exactly. Just to jump the ball off the rail. Cue ball was down on the rail. And the other ball was 7 feet away. He jumps it up, makes it, and scratches. And both balls went in right about the same time.
Florian Venom Cola would be proud of that shot.
Anybody would be proud of it. Just kind of like, how did I scratch? Why did I scratch? I would bank this. With this kind of a lead, I'd go ahead and bank the 5 to the side pocket and take the 6.
Is he playing the carom or what's he doing? What did he call, George?
I'm not sure. It looks like he's playing a carom.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to carom the 6.
No, he played the bank.
Oh, he's missed it.
Yeah, he played the bank.
Now then, a chance for young Riku.
You know, you're kind of torn. Like I said, with this lead, I'd go ahead and play the bank there. If you stop and think about it, and, you know, you don't want your opponent to get going. So you keep him in the chair, or you keep him tied up. Because, you know, this 4-ball, now he's got a 4-ball run. And you can get him, he can smooth out. He could settle in, as you've said. But it's alternate breaks, so I feel pretty confident that the way Wu's breaking, he'd have no problem, you know, figuring out 2 more games.
Yeah, I think I'll admit my favourite is alternate break in this particular format. You know, in these longer races.
Yes.
Breaking is an art.
Oh, well, it's a practice start. I mean, we have 2 of the best 10-ball breakers in America here with Shane Van Boning and Tyler Steyer. They practice that break quite a bit. And Riku's about to rattle off his 2nd game. And will be breaking as we will take a break. they're back. Riku ROMPPANEN from Finland to break the balls. This 14-year-old young man who sent Skylar Woodward in the first tournament to the one-loss side. So he's got probably the biggest win of his life. A little different format than this, but when you face a champion like Skylar and you come away winner, you'll never forget that.
You don't care what format it was.
You
A
don't
win's
care the
a
format,
win.
That's right.
Even if it was marbles, it's a win. Talking of Sky, very good golfer apparently. He made a hole in one
Really?
last week.
Last week? That's something you don't forget.
Is he playing the safe here, George?
Yes, he is, right up against the 9. Probably going to play the 1 ball off, though. Oh, he's just all the way safe, all the way. I thought he was going to hit the 3 and go by it, by the angle that he had.
Yeah, I thought he would have got really tight on this. He's given him the 1 rail escape.
Yeah, he might.
He might make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's called it. Bit careless that by Wu. Should have concentrated on getting that really tight in behind the 9 ball.
Well, you know, with everybody's prowess with the jump cue, when you play safe now, the best thing to do is just put them up against the ball. They're not jumping that. Nice try. That goes close. He's going to get a safety out of it.
Is he going to get any luck? He is.
Will he come back with a jump cue or will he kick just 2 rails? I like to kick 2 rails behind it.
Yeah, call the side.
On the side,
there
yeah.
it is. The standard shot, George, from this position. Putting a lot of right-hand English on this.
He wants to open this up quite a bit. Nice shot.
Yeah, that's a great hit.
Look what he's ended up with. Look what he's ended up with.
Well played.
That's by design, folks.
Well, you can predict what's coming next. The short stick.
Yes, but once he's going to try to bank this, you know, it almost looks like it might go to the 7. Will catch a piece of it if he hits it good. Yeah,
He caught the 8 ball.
got the 8 ball.
So referee Michaela will come in, give it a quick wipe. There you are, sir. Ball in hand. I want to say thank you for these beautiful chocolates. Now I handed one out to every single member of the crew. The only one that hasn't had one is John Lehman.
They were delicious.
They were very nice.
A friend of mine had, actually, my daughter's mother-in-law they had like 13 cases of those chocolates in their back room.
That's just greedy.
Had them over Thanksgiving. Passed them out. They were delicious. They were delicious. Save one of those and have them with a glass of wine.
Red, obviously.
Red, yes. Nice cap.
So 3 to the 4 between the 10 and the 5, I'm guessing. Or is he going another way? You never know with Wu because he points his cue in one place and then plays it another way. So look, looked like he was aiming below centre and then runs it round off 2 rails. Beautifully played again.
I've seen a couple other players do that. Yeah, way down and then up.
And then up.
Yep. Yeah, just below center there, not much.
No right or wrong way, of course. It's whatever suits you. If you play as good as Wu does, then you're doing something right.
You're doing a lot of things right. And most importantly, you're hitting that cue ball right. This game to get on the hill. And since this is a one-loss side, that young man from Finland, you know, being under 720, I believe he can play all the CSI events that are here this week. He can also go over to the mini tournaments and play some of those.
Imagine drawing him.
Why not?
Another person on the hill, Oscar Dominguez.
Mm-hmm.
7-1 against Mohamed Al Muhanna. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz is 5-4 up in the battle of the Señores.
The señores. The señores are playing. Los señores de España. This to put him on the hill.
And it goes
7-2. You'll like this. Los señores de España están jugando billar.
Now you're just showing off, George.
I
I actually speak 2 languages. You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah.
English and rubbish. I actually learnt to speak Estonian when I spent 8 years there back from 2001 to 2009. Dennis Grabe country, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there for 8 years, took a lesson, ended up working in radio. Had a couple of karaoke bars. I used to be something, George.
You started out saying hello in Finnish.
Yeah. And in Estonian, it's tere.
Tere?
In Finnish, it's terve.
Ah.
So slightly different. There's a few words the same as Finnish. They're right next to each other. Just a little bit of Baltic Sea in between them. 80 kilometers. That's about 50 miles, I guess, something like that.
Who's got the best break I've seen so far?
Woo.
Yeah.
Been very consistent, hasn't he?
He's had that ball behind the one ball track on the left side, track into that side pocket every time. The first 4, I believe, got kissed out by another ball, but he's tracked it every time. In the last 2, he's made a ball in that pocket. And ended up with a shot on the one.
Yeah, good stuff. It's easy to forget players like this who've just come through the draw quietly under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see them on the TV table, you realise and remember just how great they are. There he is, the young man.
14-year-old 688 Fargo. Who wants to play some?
Not me. I love this shot here. Draw across.
Just left. No draw. Comes straight up for the side pocket with the cue ball, right towards it.
Oh yeah, beautifully played. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit straighter than that and just draw across. But
He did use a little low English, so he came in tighter and wrapped out of the corner.
Yeah, clever.
Yeah.
Just dragged it towards that corner pocket
The
a bit
way,
more.
The way I suggested would have gone right between the 8 and the 9, straight towards the 4.
He's got perfect angle on this.
And actually what I like about the way he shot that, Mark, is the fact that he would never have been tracking towards the side pocket. On shots like that, you can lose the cue ball into the side pocket because of that.
Oh,
So,
look at that lovely little shot as well.
and this will close it out.
Certainly knows his way around a table, George, doesn't he?
Well, he did a great job here in September, didn't he?
He certainly did. I think it was it Noah Kioi? No, that was in the 10-ball final, wasn't it? That catchy one.
Yeah, that the catchy one, the World Predator World Open, or championship here, the same tournament last year.
And who did Wu beat in the final of the US Pro Billiard Series? I thought it was...
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But he's about to close this match out. He'll work this cue ball right towards the 10, just like that. Nice little stun.
I bet that's screaming at us in the chat. It was him. It was him.
Yeah, they could tell us real quick. But
Well, we
this
will be
is
back,
over.
guys, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Join us then. Thanks for watching today. It's been a great day here at the Predator 10 Ball World Championships.